take those two right turns, and when they make the final turn, they can begin to hear the crowd and the noise of the open end of the stadium.
Here it is, the most exciting 25 seconds in college football.
Welcome to an in-season edition of Two Right Turns. I'm your host, Taj Boyd, and I got number 1, TJ Moore. I got number 12, Bryant Wesco. Welcome to the show, and welcome to the show. You feel what I'm saying? You catch that? That was kind of,
Yeah, just a little bit.
We're going to roll with it, though. All right, Wesco, you got your lunchtime snack. What you got right now, bro?
Oh, my shake?
Yeah.
Let's see, we got strawberry, M&M sprinkles, whipped cream. I ate the 2 cherries.
2 cherries?
Yeah. If it's not 2, it's wrong.
You always go to Chick-fil-A and get 2 instead of the 1?
Sometimes.
You got to double up on it, you know? Yeah. Double up like Nip said, right?
Yeah.
Don't ask me.
All right, well, look, man, I just want to first congratulate you guys on a fantastic weekend, a great debut here in the Valley. And before we get into that, I want to talk about some of the traditions, you know, gathering at the Paw, running down the hill. We win, we dance. Give me these in order, ranking them from first to last. All right, so Tiger Walk, the Hill Run, Gathering at the Paw, and We Win, We Dance. TJ, you start.
I'd like to say Tiger Walk first. I like engaging with the fans and stuff.
Yeah.
And then We Win, We Dance. Then the Hill, then the Paw.
The Hill is third.
Well, the Hill actually it's like tied with 2.
No,
it's
you
like
can't
tied with
renege
2.
on it now.
It's like tied with 2. I like going down the hill. I was trying not to fall for real.
Yeah, it's a little dangerous out there. 12, what you got?
For me, I go 1 with the Hill for 1 for sure. That was a crazy experience. And then 2, we're going to do Tiger Walk. And then 3, I'm going to do the We Win, We Dance. And then 4, I have to do Gathering at the Paw.
What you got?
Nothing.
I mean, that giggle came from somewhere deep. You know what I mean? So if we're dancing, you know what I mean. We got to dance. So you got juice. I hadn't seen it.
That's why I ain't got We Win, We Dance. I'm not really a dancer.
Right. You lean with it, rock with it.
Yeah, I'm more of a wall hugger. You know.
Oh yeah, you just lean back. Yeah.
I'm more of a wall hugger.
Yeah, just the vibes over there. And then Tiger Walk. I mean, obviously, like, do you put much into what you putting on, or you just put it on and just roll with it?
Well, I'm actually waiting. I got custom suits coming
in.
Yeah? Yeah, from my boy Kenneth Boggs.
Oh, that's a plug right there. Shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to Kenneth. He works with like Michael B. Jordan and stuff.
Wow.
Once those suits come in, that's when I'm gonna start putting it on for real.
What's the first one? Give me what's it look like?
I don't know. He's sending me like.
Oh, these are custom.
Yeah, he's not telling me which ones he's sending me.
Yeah, that's big boy.
So
let me wear one.
I'm a little out of your weight class.
All right, bro. All right.
Oh man.
That's
all right. Well, look, you know what I mean. I think both of you are punching. Now you know it's what we thought it was. You know what I mean? Like, you know, there's a lot of hype, and I want to talk about that a little bit too. A lot of pub for you guys coming into it, and you know, we had week 1, and it didn't necessarily turn out how we thought it was or how we envisioned. But you know, obviously, you have a vision for what it is that you want to do, for what you want to be, and how you're going to do it. And from that standpoint, sometimes that can carry a little bit of weight. Now, has it felt heavy up to this point, or have you just been, you know, keeping it light?
I've been keeping it light. Just more of like, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
For real.
I feel like it's just been, you know, a gradual build up from the spring and just, you know, working to, you know, keep it all little, keep all the outside noise small, you know, make sure I'm just staying internally motivated and just keep it pushing like that.
For sure. And I mean, you came in mid-year, T, you came in the summer. Have y'all talked about that and what you might have gained or what you felt like you might have lost and had to catch up on throughout the course of that time?
Not exactly with him, but I've talked about it before.
Yeah, and for you, what do you feel like you may have missed throughout the course of spring?
More of like the opportunity to learn the plays and like the system and like getting more chemistry with the players.
Yeah. So it's less about the skill set and more about just the setup.
Yeah.
Yeah. And 12 for you, what has it been for you?
Yeah, it's been, I mean, learning the plays, it takes, obviously more time, but coming into summer or spring really helped me.
Yeah.
And then I know I've been working with K. We've been doing some off the schedule stuff, me and him working with the other receivers, and I feel like that's really helped us build a lot of chemistry, which helped us, really pop out for Saturday.
For sure.
And I think it really showed there because we felt confident with each other and we felt like, we could trust each other.
I love that, man. I love that for y'all. You know what I mean? Smooth with it. Now, we're going to watch a couple highlights, and we're going to keep building upon what we just talked about. But let's get some reactions right here. All right, this is this 12 right here? Or this 1? Okay, all right, we're going back to the dig. You ran number 1. Now, we called the play. Did you see it? From the sideline to walking up to the field, you was like, hey, this is my ball right here. Because I know what you said to me on the sideline leading up to that, and then the next drive, you come out here and pop one off. How did it feel?
So once I lined up, I seen that he bailed when the snap when it was snapped. So like I knew, okay, the dig's gonna be wide open. Yeah. So let me just get to my route, and from there I'll make it happen. And that's exactly what happened.
Well, you threw a little something on top of the stem too. You know what I mean? You just stuck it,
yeah,
real smooth with it. You know what I mean? Was that just is that part of what you're taught, or is that just natural for you?
It's just natural.
Just that's it, huh? Roy Hobbs, the natural out here. You have no clue what that movie is, but
I don't.
Yeah,
that's just something I worked on a lot. Top of the route.
I feel that. All right. Hey, one, it felt like you was right at home. 12. We gonna pop up and show you, man.
Look at my dog Wesco right there. Look at the crowd.
I know. Crowd was crazy.
Crowd. That's all we got. Crowd was crazy. One more time. One more time, Joe Robbins.
Yeah, that was a great ball, though.
Are you not entertained? Do you know that line?
Yeah.
Are you not entertained?
From what movie?
I heard it before. I don't know what movie, though.
Goodness.
Hello, tell me. Hello.
You got it.
Yeah, I don't know what it's
Gladiator, you feel me?
Gladiator. See, I don't know what that is.
And so, like, this is the arrival. You know,
Yeah.
I'm here.
I was mainly doing it, introduction to college.
Is
Put the phone
Sparta.
right there, you feel me?
Is it that this is Sparta?
That's 300.
300.
Close though. You know what I mean? Same time
Same
frame.
genre.
100%. You know what I mean?
Same genre.
We might have to do a podcast movie edition just so we can get caught up to speed on where we're at. You
Okay.
know, I don't want my references to fall flat. You know, but yeah. I mean, obviously, what 12 was your people's here for the game?
Yeah, they was there.
When I seen Pops, was Mom here too?
Nah, my mom couldn't make it.
How was you know what I mean? I want to know what that was like. That first coming out of the locker room after you put your suit back on, man, you juiced up. Like, how was that interaction with your peoples?
I went up. My parents said that they was in the stands, going crazy and all that. And after the game, whenever I saw my parents, they was like, "You had a great game and you did so well." And they was just real proud and real ecstatic to see me, actually use all the work that I've been putting in and showcase in front of everyone. They knew, because they said they knew that I had that skill set and I could do that. They just said, you got to put it on display in front of everybody. So they were real excited for me.
For sure. And then how was Pops?
Well, as soon as I ran out the locker room, first thing I hear is his whistle. He goes, shh. I'm like, okay, let me find him real quick. I see him with my cousin and one of his friends.
Yeah.
They were there cheering throughout the game. He's keeping me up, making sure nothing's wrong, this and that. And then after the game, when he seen I scored, he was like, "Oh yeah, that's what I like to see." This and that. He was congratulating me. My mom called me, seeing videos of my family members and friends crying, saying how proud they were of me, and it felt good.
For sure. And it's got to, right? I mean, you spent a lot of time and put a lot of legwork into getting to this point, and obviously you're far from finished. I mean, you're really just beginning. That was a little bit of a bar right there. You feel me?
That was a bar.
I appreciate that. Thanks for the confirmation. Affirmation. But I mean, yeah, you want to put it on display, and obviously guys did that. And obviously it's Tuesday, so we've had 2 days of classes since, and I want to know what the vibe's like on campus, man. Like, how is the classroom receptive? Do they say, "Hey, what's up, Bryant? Hey, what's up, TJ?" Or do they just be like, "All right, then there's just two guys walking down the street." You feel me?
After the game, I got 700 followers.
Come on. Blowing up.
And then
that's Clemson Media right there,
it
folks.
Is Clemson Media.
Shout
out to them. All right. And then first day of class, my first class is 9 a.m. I walk in, person sitting next to me is like, good touchdown. I'm like, I appreciate it. And then there was a couple other people that told me I played good.
That's awesome, man.
For me, yeah, after the game, I mean, media team did great. I don't know how many, but I gained a lot. And then, I don't even think people in my class know, you know, if I'm a football player or not, because I just go in, you know. I just go in with like my sweats on, sweatpants, go in the front of the class, just put my head down, and I don't really talk in class. I mean, in my first 9 a.m. class, someone was like, good catch, and that was it. That was all I got.
You probably didn't say nothing back, huh?
I said, thank you.
You putting your head down in class, bro?
Nah, like on my work. Like down on my work.
Putting your head down in class?
Like
That's
I'm
not
looking,
a great example.
I'm looking on my work, like my head down on my work. What was your favorite classroom experience?
Ooh, you know, I don't know much of campus. I know Brackett. That's where I spent most of my time at. I came in, I wanted to be an AVS major, animal veterinary sciences. You know, those labs happened to be in the afternoon, same time practice was, so that probably was a no-go. And I ended up being a social major with criminal justice. There was a movie with Tommy Lee Jones and Wesley Snipes, U.S. Marshal, right? And I thought I wanted to be that, and I actually did it ride along one time, and it's like, yeah, that's probably not for me. It's not for T, but yeah, it was, you know, I majored in it, and what you realize over time is that you end up majoring in people more than the actual majors themselves sometimes. Yeah. And, you know, you just get a chance to understand people, know people. That's why I love sociology. Probably should have dabbled in a little bit of psychology, like Milt Lauder, shout out to him, you know. But now school was awesome. I enjoyed it. You know, probably could have did a little bit more, you know. About, I never made those lists to go to dinner at Halls or have dinner here, you know. But I was all right. You know, I did just enough.
I got a question for you.
Yeah, talk to me.
What was your favorite game day memory?
Game day. Oh man, there was a couple. Easy number one was Georgia 2013 to start the season off. I mean, it was such a build game. I think it was 8 versus 5. Georgia was 5, we were 8, and I had known Aaron Murray since high school, and so it was awesome to get a chance to play against him. I had hosted Todd Gurley when he came up on a visit here, so I knew some of those guys on that side of it. And I was born in Georgia, so I actually grew up a Dog fan. But they never offered me, man, so I carried that chip. And then we played, my sophomore year, we played Wake Forest to clinch the division. And, you know, somehow we was fighting for our lives in that game, man. And I remember rolling to the left. We ran like a post-wheel concept. I'm not going to say the name of the player right here, you know, but post-wheel. Before saw me scrambling out, put his foot in the ground, came back down to the front pylon, popped it on him. Catman kick a field goal, we win the game. And it was such an awesome moment because of the things that haven't been done. And obviously things have been really, really good here, but it's been, from this standpoint, my vantage point, I mean, it's awesome to see this resurgence, to see the unification of this team this past weekend. It's one thing to think that you know, it's another to know that you know. And I think this team knows now. Yeah. And I'm sure y'all probably would agree with me from that standpoint too, 100%. Oh man, the terrible uniform.
Orange on purple.
That's nasty work.
We need white on purple.
When did y'all wear orange on purple?
This was 2010. So I always wore the 3-bar because I wanted to be like Mike Vick. Obviously, my 40 was about 0.4 of a second slower than his, so that was never going to be the case. But rewind that one more time. We got to talk about the drip here a little bit because I had the low top cleats with the socks pulled up a little mid cut. The arm sleeves on the socks. That's nasty work.
Arm
right?
I was 4 that year.
You was 4? I'm an old head.
You are old.
Is that what they call me, Unc?
Yeah.
It's official. The gray hair. That's why I got the hat on right now. I got the gray hairs on the sides.
Okay, but we like to make
miss. Yeah, but look, you got Xavier Dye right here. You got Bryce McNeil. You got Jerron Brown. Man, it always brings you back a little bit, you know. And the uniform combination was nasty, but you see how I rolled with it. I didn't resist it. You know what I mean? In the field of play, you got to get a little bit of. So that's what that was right there, a little juice.
All right, little bar.
I'm not gonna lie, Coach Sweeney, we should bring back the white jersey, purple pants. I heard we didn't do it since like 2012. I'm just gonna put that in your ear.
That was my first touchdown? Was it? I thought the first one was the nuke.
You didn't even know that was your first.
But look, that was the first of, and I don't even look, man, I had some numbers, you know what I mean? But 133 of them things, you know.
Okay.
Touchdowns.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah.
And you know,
got that.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. People try to hit me with it like, "Oh, he played 4 years." Technically, I had 129 and 3. So, Sam Hartman, he took over the ACC record for passing touchdowns. But you know, that COVID year, I felt like they should put an asterisk beside it. You know what I mean? Because he's in his about 6th year. You feel me? So I'm gonna need that one back right there.
6 years, crazy.
But that's where I mean, Cade 7 first half. I really I ain't even capping. Like I wanted him to have 10. I feel like 10 touchdowns is untouchable.
Yeah, that is
Who's
crazy.
gonna have 10 touchdowns? When is that gonna happen again? You know. But special night, sparks was flying, fireworks, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Jerron Brown, the guy in that video, his last year he didn't have a touchdown. He was fighting for it. I mean, I threw him a ball. It was a little bit behind him, so he had to spin out of it, making a spectacular catch. Got down to the 1 yard line, stretched out, just didn't quite get there. You know.
That hurts.
All right, I'm about to speed it up a little bit. Let's talk about track. You ran track. I thought you sprinted, but you're a jumper.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how you got into the jumping space.
Jumping. Really, my dad. My dad was a jumper. He went to college. He's in his college Hall of Fame for jumping. And so I was like, I don't know, maybe I'm good at it too. And then I found that I was good in middle school. So I was like, let me try and be better than he was. And I just wanted to be better. But it wasn't, I mean, when I came to college, I was thinking I want to do, track in college too.
Yeah.
But I don't know about that now. But maybe we'll see in the offseason if I could do it.
Sure. I'll tell you how my track experience is a little bit too, because it paled in comparisons to y'all. What you ran? You ran a 1 and a 2?
I ran a 1 and a 2.
Yeah.
I ran a 21.2 in the 2.
Wow.
And then in the 1, I ran a 10.9, but online they said I ran 11.1.
That's crazy.
And then I did high jump. My dad was a long jumper.
Yeah.
He got invited to the Junior Olympics for long jump. And so he was good at that. I wasn't. Couldn't get the form right. So I just did high jump.
I mean, how does it feel to be able to dunk a basketball? That's what I want to know. I've touched the net. That's about all I got.
You can't touch the rim?
No, unfortunately.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can windmill.
You can windmill? I've seen y'all jump, obviously, on the field, but, I mean, I can dunk on a video game,
That's valid.
It's not real.
Little arcade machines.
No facts. I do. I ran AU track for a little bit. 2 teams. You had the Pathfinders and the Flames, and one was an elite team, and the one was just for your average Joes. And I was on the team with the average Joes, and I remember running the 400. 400 growing up is always the last race. And my dad, man, he used to get out there. You gonna go run? I'm like, for what?
For what?
For who? What am I gonna do? I get out there, and my hands are sweating, and runners on your marks. And nervous, I'm heart just beating. Get set, and the gun goes off, and I know I'm coming in 6th to 8th place out here. You feel me? It's a bad feeling. Some guys have never felt that way, but
I would never willingly do a 400.
yeah, that last 100,
Nah.
it's a beast.
Last 150.
I got a story for you.
Talk to me.
So after I ran my first 200, shout out to Coach Lawrence, my track coach, my high school track coach. After I ran my first 200, I'm on the floor dying for breath. I'm like, he's like, get up, I need you to run the 4x4. I looked at him so crazy. It was like, nah, I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. So they had to find somebody else to do it.
Wow, you want to take one for the team out there now?
Nope, I couldn't even breathe.
No.
Well, look, everybody, wide receivers, right? WRU, wide receiver U.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to see the glitz and the glamour, the high flying touchdowns, the diving down the sideline, people in the stands crying. Let's talk about what happens when you don't have the football. How important is it to play without the ball?
It's actually very important. I found out in practice. And matter of fact, once I first got here, that's how I found out how important blocking was.
Yeah.
If say you got to dive to go block a man, the safety,
Yeah.
and the ball's running down the middle, that's your guy. If you don't get him, he's getting tackled.
You know what? Speaking of that, we got a perfect example right here. Big C.
Slide, Mafia.
Take off.
That boy was moving. Made me want to run down the field with him, and I wasn't even on the field.
12, you would have caught him?
I would have caught him. If I wanted to, I could have punched that ball out.
All right, now you seen
It's the ones you don't see.
Literally.
hey, all the Coach Sweeney-isms, you know? Now, look, when you saw Maffa pop it right there, 12, what did you think in your head right now?
So at first I was like, so Coach Sweeney got mad because I didn't run my guy off. But I was like, let me just get myself between him and the ball. But then I turned around, I see Maffa running. I'm like, bet, let me try and run with him. And I see Tone running. And I'm like, let me try and beat Tone to the end
That was
zone.
your thought?
Yeah, that was my thought.
Wow.
I'm sure Tone wasn't thinking like about me, but I was like, let me just try and beat him to the end zone. I didn't want to run, too far because I didn't want to trip Maffa. But I was like, let me just try and beat Tone.
Are we the first to hear that? Like, you tell Tone that?
Nah, I didn't tell Tone that.
Heart of a lion right there, my boy.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Competitive.
That was just the first thing that crossed my mind, though, whenever it happened. I wouldn't really say that was the main reason why I ran. That was just like the first thing.
How fast did you get right there, you know?
I don't know. I think I ran faster on there than I did the touchdown, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I was like trying to actually catch somebody, but I think I'll give it like a 21.9, maybe somewhere right there. They said my fastest, though, was 21.7, but they said that was on the touchdown.
That was on the touchdown? Mm-hmm. But you know you were faster there than on the touchdown.
I mean, I feel like it. I feel like it.
Wow.
Must be nice to be that fast.
I mean, I'm telling you, you know, fly
you
away.
gotta work at it.
I mean, it's impressive that you felt the need to say, hey, like, I'm going to beat Tone to the end zone, though. I love that. You know?
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, could never on this side of it, you know. But, nah, man, that's let's talk about, that's being a team player right there. And obviously, I mean, you get a chance. You know some of the guys coming into it, but you get a chance to grow with them and know them later. And, how close do you think this team is right now?
I mean, everybody cares about each other and likes each other.
I honestly think that loss brought us closer.
Yeah.
Put us into more like realization that we got each other and we got to work with what we got with. Like what we got.
100% all we got. That's all we got.
All we got. We got to figure it out.
Appreciate y'all boys popping in. I know we got segment meets popping up, but what must be done has to be done.
What must be done has to be done.
If you don't do it.
Because if you don't do it,
it ain't going to get done.
it ain't going to get done. Boom.
Look at that right there.
Look, Wesco didn't even know what was going on.
What is that? One of Coach Sweeney quotes?
No, that was from the boy right here.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm going to take that one. I might have got
okay.
that from somebody, but, for all intents and
feel that.
purposes, I'm just going to roll with it. But, look, all right, that's going to be it from Studio C. I appreciate y'all. Let me be the host, your boy T.B. with T and WESC. Look at that right there. That wasn't it either. But look, thank y'all for joining us on the pod today. I was your in-season host. We're going to go back to watch some film and do what needs to be done. So, appreciate y'all boys, man. Go Tigers.
Yes, sir. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.